Andy for Last Bell Boxing down at the Alfreton Leisure Centre, John Ashton Promotion, joined by matchmaker and head of John Ashton Promotions, Harry Ashton. How are you, pal?
Good, thank you, mate. Great night of boxing. Couldn't be happier, to be honest. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Great night of boxing, mate. Thanks for having us down here again. It's always a pleasure. I have to, firstly, before we go through the card, I have to give you a lot of props for the way you matched those fights tonight. I was saying earlier on to Ollie that it's very difficult, especially when you get pullouts, because you've had a few on this card. Difficult, especially for Toby. I think he had 3 pullouts.
Yeah, definitely had. I think it was 3 pullouts in total for this card. So you had to come up a little bit in weight to make the fight there. But you look good tonight, Toby. You did it against tough St. Clark.
Right. So we've got to start at the top of the bill. Liam Dring becomes the Commonwealth Silver Light Flyweight Champion in a really interesting fight. Not the barnstormer that I was expecting. A little bit cat and mouse at times in there.
Yeah, exactly. Really, I feel like at times it was a bit of a chess match. Really, both kind of trying to figure each other out. But no, I'm really happy with the result. Over the moon for Liam. Really deserves it. God, honestly, at times it was stressful, but he looked good. 10 rounds, looked fit, looked brilliant. So he's in a good position now. Obviously, he's going to keep an eye on the Commonwealth title fight next month with Craig Derbyshire and Paul Roberts. I'm sure he's got an interest in that, see how that goes, and so have we.
That'd be a great fight, Craig Derbyshire, Liam Dring, wouldn't it?
It would be a great fight. I won't say my predictions because David sat next to me here, but it would be a great fight.
I tried to push you there, knowing Dave's in the room.
I'll have Calgary's Promotions after me. Trying to keep a good friendship with them, so I won't say too much.
Well, I mean, it must be really heartwarming. I can't think of another word. It must be really heartwarming for you to see Liam Dring lifting that title when you see what he goes through in the ring and in the gym. Yeah,
exactly right. I mean, you've seen him in camp there for a good mile of time, and he's been working hard, and you can see he's worked hard, and see how much it meant for him there at the end of the fight. I mean, he was in the ring there with Megan after as well, and looked over the moon. So, no, really happy for him. I'm over the moon for him, actually.
Right, I don't know how you're going to talk about this one. The Machine Jack Mantell was in an absolute war against Jensen Irving. Looks like you've gone a bit grey watching that fight.
Mate, yeah, no, absolute war. I couldn't describe it better, really. I mean, I think Jack might have possibly done enough to nick it, to be honest. I think the first 3 rounds I thought Jack won. 4th was a bit of a close one. I gave the fifth to Jensen. I thought Jack won the 6th as well, to be honest. So I thought Jack might have just nicked it, but no, real good fight for Jack. Definitely a lot of experience to learn from on that fight there. It was a proper war, it was.
Okay, moving down the card slightly. Jimmy Burnside looked absolutely great again tonight. What a jab he's got.
Yeah, unbelievable, Jimmy. 6-0 now. Looks better every fight. I mean, so young and so talented Jimmy is. It really is great to promote him, and can't wait to see what the future holds from him. He's got a very bright future ahead of him, for certain he has.
That was only a 4-rounder tonight, but I know that Jimmy's done 6 rounds in the past. Yeah. Surely now you've got to be pushing on for 6 and maybe even 8s, because he's got his eyes on Millennium titles.
Yeah, exactly. I think next time for Jimmy it will be a 6th round. We just need to sit down with the Shinfields and see what they're saying as well there. But pretty sure it'll probably be a 6th rounder for Jimmy next time, and probably a step up in opponent as well, just to really test him, because every fight now he's looked brilliant in. Just never seemed to look phased in any of his fights, really. So no, definitely, I think definitely a step up for opponent for Jimmy next time as well.
Bit of a disappointing night for Smoking Joe Collins. Yeah. I don't know how you scored the fight. In my opinion, he won the first 2 rounds easily, and potentially the last one. The ref scored it 39 to 37 to Tom Ramsdale. There's been some differing scores in the arena tonight. Some people had it to Tom, some people had it to Joe. How did you see it?
Yeah, gutted for Joe. Really gutted for him. He was on a good three win streak there as well before this fight. So I know he's gutted. I was speaking to his dad after the fight, and he was saying that he's disappointed, but he's looking to get back in there and avenge get a win back really. I'll be honest, I did miss the first round, but I thought he won the last one and definitely the second one there. So I know quite a lot of people, like yourself, just said he won the first round as well. So thought he'd edged it, or even it must have even been a draw. But for the loss, I know quite a lot of people are shocked about it. And I mean, I was really seeing the 3 rounds.
Okay, moving on to Toby Bassett. He was in with a Zane Clark who came to fight. You know, he didn't. This is what I'm talking about your matchmaking, mate. Just about everyone that was in there tonight, and Zane Clark is a perfect example. They weren't here to just take the rounds, were they?
No, exactly, and I think it was another great learning curve there for Toby in his third fight. Real step up in opponent, had to come up in the weight a little bit there due to dropouts, as we said. So, but no, he looked good. I mean, just he looks better every fight there. And his first 2 fights, probably a bit more at his weight, but a bit slower this tonight. Whereas, you could say he's chucked in the deep end, thanks to me, I assume. But no, he looked good. He looked really good. Showed a lot of heart in there, and I know he's going to be going back down to Northampton. Very, very happy with that result.
I had an interview with him and his dad earlier on, and his dad is his toughest critic, and he keeps Toby grounded, which I think is great. That takes him to 3-0. How quickly are you going to push him now? Because obviously he's 4 rounders at the minute. He's still learning though, right?
Yeah, exactly. Still learning. He's still young as well. I think maybe a few more 4 rounders, then before we make the step up to 6. But again, we just have to sit there and have a chat with Shinfield's gym and see what the plans are for Toby. I mean, he showed tonight a bit more of what he's about. So it was good to see how he did there with Zane. But yeah, as you say, just moving him on. Looking for maybe another little test for him next time, and then eventually moving him up to 6 rounds.
Jake Morgan looks really, really strong at Super Feather. Very good performance, shutout performance against Luke Flash.
Yeah, exactly. 2 great back-to-back wins there for Jake. Looked brilliant last time and looked unbelievable again tonight. He's coming on brilliantly, especially at the new weight there. So he's looking fantastic. I know I was speaking to his dad, Johnny. He's very happy with how he's looking in the result there as well. So looking forward to see what the future holds here for Jake. But no, he's looking very strong.
That takes Jake to 5-1. Again, same question about the rounds. That was a 4-rounder. Looking to maybe do 6 for him. I get the feeling Jake's going to be one of these fighters that when you move up the rounds, is more likely to start stopping people.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like moving up to 6 rounds there for Jake, I think that's going to be. I feel like it's one of those boxers. The more rounds, the stronger he comes on there. A bit like Jack Mantell. So that's definitely something again we'll look at there for Jake. But no, looked very good. And yeah, I think it is. As you're right, he's got that engine there. He's got that grit in him as well, and he's looking brilliant for a new weight.
Last but by no means least, debutant Sam Whitehead. Yes. He was very, very happy about his performance. Very happy about making his pro debut and how it felt for him, the atmosphere and everything. He's called out the ref a little bit on the scorecard, and I don't blame him. 38-37, I think is ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought Sam looked really good. Very, very impressed. Dropping in body shots in there, lovely as well. So I thought he looked very good. I mean, yeah, I know he had the point deduction, but I didn't really have him losing around, to be fair. So no, I thought he looked brilliant in there tonight. I'm sure he'll be back out there again soon and just showing what kind of talent he is, and good amateur experience as well. And he looked brilliant tonight.
I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I think you rolled the dice with his opponent tonight. Yeah. Liam Griffiths is very, very tough. He's had the best part of 100 fights, only been stopped 4 times. He's got 6 wins on his record as well. That's a real tough opponent for a debutant.
Yeah, no, you're right. Seeing Sam in the gym there, we could see how much it came on from his unlicensed fights there, and he was looking very, very good in the gym, looking good at the weight, and I think it was a good. Yeah, I understand what you're saying there. Probably was a bit of a riskier fight there for Liam, but for Sam even. But I think it was a good fight for him. I think it just showed what he's capable of, and looking at him in the gym, we could see that's what he was capable of, and I think we matched him perfectly, really.
Really interesting story with Sam. Good amateur. Come away from the fight game for a while. He's back now. Made his pro debut. Seems he's got really an old head on young shoulders. I think that's the right term. Even though he's not got the experience as a pro, it feels like he has. It's strange.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, actually. Just the way he composed himself in the ring, he didn't look like he had the nerves for a pro debut or anything like that. He looked like he'd had a few fights, to be honest. When he got in the ring walk, he was soaking it all up. He looked very excited to get in the ring, and then when he was in there, boxed well. But I know he had the point deduction, what was a bit of a... I mean, it was a bit low, but I don't know if it was fully worth the point deduction, to be fair. But no, he looked very good.
Last one from me, Harry. Have we got the next date for John Ashton Promotions show? I believe rumours are there's one around September sometime.
Yes, should be September time now. Not sure on the exact date as of yet, but there will be announcements very, very soon.
Wonderful, mate. Thank you for your time, as always. Been a brilliant show. Really appreciate it. We'll see you soon.
See you soon, mate. Thank you for coming.